there's more than incels. There needs to be a word for incels, like that are above incels,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
super cells.
agent incel.
Super
cells.
cells. What word would you think of that's definitely not appropriate as a name, but like it would sound nice if it didn't have like negative connotations to it? Did that question sound weird? Or I can give an example.
Yeah, give an
Okay.
example.
We have an example, please. Yeah.
Chlamydia.
Nah, that's crazy, bro.
I don't know what. No, wait.
Okay, so just to clarify, it's a name for a baby.
A baby, when they grow up, they're gonna be called chlamydia. But like, if you think about it, if it doesn't mean what it actually means, then the word in itself, does that not sound like
No,
good?
because then like I feel like you're like someone's gonna make a nickname or some weird bully thing about clams. I don't know. Especially if it's a woman, like so all of a sudden, oh, she's got a clam. Like,
Oh,
you know,
I see.
that would be
I
weird.
see that happening.
I don't know why. Like in my head, I was like chlamydia. Like it sounds so nice. I don't know.
I guess hella.
Quiet.
I can turn it up just to help us out a little bit. Thank you very much. So my name would probably be and it's not really a negative name, but virginity.
Okay.
That's kind of nice. I respect that actually. That's not
bad.
You know what I mean? That goes hard. Like,
I'm just trying to think of just the name, like not even think about what it means. Like, okay.
I can't not think of what it means. That's the thing.
Oh, I see.
I'm instantly just thinking like, oh, I can't say that.
I have another one.
Okay.
Dirty.
Huh?
Dirty.
Like what? Why? As in like a nickname. Like a nickname.
Oh yeah. Imagine just being like, "Hi, I'm dirty." Please do not clip that out of context.
I don't know if that's working there, Chief. For real, that's kind of messed up.
Does that not work? Dirty. No. Okay. Never mind.
That was a pass for me, coach. Unfortunately,
I can't think of anything, but like maybe like naming like hentai or something like I feel like
you know
what?
No, yeah.
Like that.
I feel like it would work.
I kind of like you can shorten it to like hen. Like,
yeah, you know what I mean?
Or tie.
Yeah.
Or tie.
I feel like that could be quite like it could be quite like a unisex name. Like
exactly.
Tie shortened for women.
Well, you know what I mean?
Like
ties actually goes hard.
Tie for men, sorry. Yeah.
My nephew's name is Kai, so it's like it works. It works. Kai even.
That would work. Tie. Okay. Or hen.
Hold on. I'm just gonna uppity. Meg, can you say something for me, please?
Hello. I'm speaking.
Okay. I don't. I think it's all right. We'll see what people say. Oh, I'll be clicking on the follow. My bad. So I think with that we're gonna get into it. So welcome to Bit by Bit, episode 2, hosted by myself, Shane, and my co-host
Dan.
We're here today with Kai.
Hello.
And Meg.
Hello.
All right. So let's get into it. I think Jen's gonna hit us with the first question. I don't even know the question.
Okay. Okay, the first question. Have anyone here had the birds and bees conversation with their parents growing up? No?
What?
Really?
No.
Okay. I had the conversation.
Okay.
Right? And it was really weird. Not in the sense that it was like, just awkward. It was more in the sense that I had another sister on the way. And I had to have the talk.
Yeah.
But then during the same time when I had my sibling in the oven, I guess. I was also going to secondary school. So, secondary school is where you fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
So the first thing I was told was in a very strong Jamaican accent, don't bring no pick me up in my yard. Translation, don't get no girl pregnant and come back to my house.
I see.
Right? So, we had to have the conversation about, what things do. And,
Mm-hmm.
my dad's taught me from young, consent is a very big thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the conversation was had many times after that conversation.
Yeah.
What about you, Jen? Or not? I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't think I did, but I remember like I don't even know how I learned it. I just remember having a conversation about sex with with my mom. But like that was,
Okay.
I don't know how old I was, but I knew everything and I acted like I didn't. Like I think I was like 12 or 13 or something. Like, yeah, you're at secondary school now. So I knew stuff. And she was like, I remember this conversation vividly. I remember she was telling me that there's positions. And I was like,
That's a
position?
bit
That's a
deep,
bit
no?
deep. She went deep.
No, that's
You
a
know
bit
what?
too
I
much,
think
guys.
she
That's
skipped the
wild.
baby
Yeah, the Kama
making.
Sutra on you, bro.
Backed out the foot, like.
Yeah, for real,
Skip.
like.
You know what's so crazy? She skipped the baby making. She just went straight into this is what two people do. And I was like, and I knew it, but I'm like, oh really? I didn't know. Like I didn't really want to seem like I knew stuff because then she'd be like, what do you know? So I'm like, oh, and she goes, yeah, like when you do in this position or this, and then I was like, positions? I thought there was only one. Why did she tell me there was a position called the chicken? I was like,
Wait,
What?
hold on.
he's like,
For research purposes, I do not want to go and research, but I
Trust
feel
me.
like I need to.
Yeah, you gotta explain now what the chicken is. What is the
Because
chicken?
I
Like?
didn't understand it, like because obviously she said in Portuguese, so it translates
Oh.
to the chicken, right? And I'm
Oh.
like, I don't think I want to know that. I just thought I thought it was just two people on top of each other. She's like, no, it's where you put your legs, and then that's why I had to cut her off. I said, no, enough is enough. I don't need to
Oh
know
my
more.
god, it's like
It's
I
too
don't
much.
know, like,
It's
wow,
too
that's
much. She didn't
crazy.
even tell me that that's how you make babies. like I knew
Bro,
too
there's
much.
no way. Okay, so for not having the conversation, how did you guys
Find out.
discover
Yeah.
things?
I don't really know like when I really started to discover it. I just knew that I knew it from a young age. Like I knew like when like your mum might watch a movie or something and it might have certain scenes in there. Like I remember like my mum covering my eyes or like hiding me like behind her and I was like, you're not allowed to see this kind of thing. But like I never really had a conversation with her about it. Like I think when we kind of did have some sort of like an inkling of a conversation about it, like she I think at this point just thought I hadn't had sex at this point, but little did she know I actually had.
Oh, I
Nar
see.
or nar?
Yeah. But I think we just kind of like left it and we just didn't talk about it. I think she just knew that I knew, but that was it.
Mutual
And it
understanding type
wasn't
of thing.
yeah, and it wasn't until like literally like last year or 2 years ago, like we actually have had like in-depth conversations about sex, like
Oh, okay.
so like it's a bit of a weird one, like having like grown up not talking about it and it kind of being a topic of avoid, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, like it's fine, we can talk about it. It's like, yeah, we can talk about what's right and what's wrong for a guy not to do or to do in bed and like kind of thing, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you,
What
Kai?
about you?
I think the only thing my mom ever said to me was like, wear a condom or I'm stupid and she'll kill me, bro. That's literally it. Like,
In game.
she'll beat my ass in game like crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that was it,
No, I
really.
get
Like, I
that.
just knew from there. Like, she would always say, like, 'cause my mom had me young. My mom didn't want me to have a kid young, so my mom would always say to like strap up, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Stay safe.
Stay safe, yeah. So I just like from there I was just staying safe forever, man. And then my mom showed me one video about like all the diseases.
Oh,
I think that
you
gave me
had
the
that
biggest
talk.
scare
Okay.
ever, bro. Because all that, when you're
shit.
young, seeing all the STDs and stuff. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bro, real shit, right? STD scares me. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
I'm gonna be so real, right? Everyone's scared of spiders and all the rest of it. I am scared of STDs, bro. Gonorrhea sounds like it's
real.
coming at me with machine guns and shit, bro.
For real.
Like,
I'm scared of piercing fire, bro. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, I don't want to do none of that stuff, bro.
Bro, no, I'm
That
good.
ain't me, bro.
Wait.
I'm good. I'll gladly just rub it up or not do it at all. I'm good. I'll stay in my
Yeah.
lane.
Bro, I'd be asexual, bro. You know what I mean? Like, ain't
Right,
saying nothing.
right.
Like,
You stay safe.
I feel like I feel like I'm like not dumb. What's the word? Like ignorant or I don't know. Like I feel like I didn't put too much research into STDs because I feel like I don't know much about them. I just know that it's bad. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Oh.
Like in
I
my
feel like
head,
I'm
it's
on the
just
same page.
yeah. Like I feel like there's so many, and the ones that I know, like is it like HIV?
Chlamydia,
I think it is. Yeah, no, but you know,
HIV.
like HIV, like I've seen like movies or stuff where they're like, oh yeah, she has HIV, but she seems fine. So I'm like, she's like, yeah, she has it, but she doesn't want to pass it down. So I'm like, I don't know if does it have like physical effects? Like how does it work? I don't know much. I need to do more research on it.
it's like all that stuff scary. Like I remember my mom, like she was like, "Don't be like Easy E." I don't know if you know who Easy E is,
Oh,
but he
movie
died
is-
from AIDS.
Oh, Easy E.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
sorry.
died from AIDS anyway. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah,
sexual
yeah.
disease. Like my mom always just like scared me away from every single sort of thing. She'd be like, "This
Yeah.
could be you. This could be you." I'm like, "Oh my god, I don't want to talk to no girls ever." Like,
Yeah.
I think
staying
for
away
me
from
as
everyone.
well, I have colleagues at work, right? And they'll say the wildest shit. They'll just be like, well, you can only get it once. And I'm like, hmm.
That's one too many. One too
Right?
many.
Right? I'm like, I'm good. I'll pass.
Mm.
Y'all stay safe though. You do your thing.
Oh god.
No, real. Wait, have you guys been taught sex education in school?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like in primary school, have you been taught it?
Oh, nah. I feel like that's
I
too
don't think
young.
so.
Nah,
No.
nah.
You
I don't think
know,
so.
in primary school, I think it was in like year 3, we didn't get sex education. We got a video of cats giving birth.
That sounds horrid.
Yeah, what? I'd be scarred as a child. What?
It
Bro,
was
what?
so traumatic. Like that was our sex education. Like
I don't.
I have a
I-
story about
I'm gonna say.
like no, you go you first. You go first. Go
I
first.
don't
Go
know.
first.
Basically, like I had a cat, he's a ginger cat called Nico. Before that, his mother was my mum's cat. She gave birth to Nico on my lap when I was young, but I didn't really know.
Oh,
Like I just thought she was taking a shit on me. I was like, "What the fuck is going?" I was young, right? So I was
It's
like, "What the
another
hell's going
cat.
on right now?" And I looked down. I was like, "Why is there another cat on me?" Like I'm young as hell. Like my mom's like, "What the fuck? Oh shit, she was pregnant."
Wait, that's a W.
Sorry
I'd be
for the
like a
language.
free cat. Like
Yo,
a
Yeah, it
new
upgrades.
became,
They're
it
like
became my pet, but like that.
I would have
Yeah.
thought,
that
yo,
night,
did they
that trauma.
multiply? It's
that's
like, you know, like
so
Yeah, I was confused, man.
crazy.
I was like 9 years old, bro. I was like, "What the hell is going on right now?" Like
Wait.
I couldn't believe it.
so
Oh,
I have
that's
a story
funny.
for when I used to live in London. Well,
Mhm.
Essex, Dagenham type thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I went to school with this guy, and it just so happened that it was around literally this time,
Mm-hmm.
and we just finished our sex education class, um, and we had to practice putting condoms on,
Mm.
right, on the like the dildos. They got like dildos or I
The
think it was
banana,
dildos or
bro.
I thought it was
bananas.
a
Yeah, yeah,
banana.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, bananas,
Is
bananas,
it
bananas.
actual
They
dildo?
just
Yeah.
whip it out. The collection.
Listen, this was like 10 plus years ago, man. My bad, right? But
Wait.
bananas, yeah. So imagine they had a collection.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like they just
Here's
open their
my
bag.
earlier.
Like this is what we're
20
gonna
collection,
test
bro.
on.
Bro, Miss Smith was getting
Sizes.
kinky, bro.
Wait.
So we instead of going like after class, instead of going like straight home, I went to like these different, like I think it was NHS buildings, but
Mm.
dotted around Essex, getting condoms. Like instead of going trick or treating, I went around getting condoms.
You can get them for free, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
at one point, because I moved back to Birmingham at this point, like a few months later. So when I was packing my stuff, I had like 30 condoms just in a bag, just like to do nothing with. At one point, I think we just blew them up and like let them go. But yeah, that's my
Wait.
story for Halloween. That's like one of my favorite Halloween memories.
That's funny. Wait,
That
do you
is
guys remember
crazy.
the trend where they would fill it up with water and it would fall on their head and then their head's
Yes.
Yes.
That was
No,
scary.
do you
though.
guys
Like, why
remember
would you
like even
drown,
years
bro?
before that? Years before that, there was like the whole trend of like putting it up your nose and getting it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I remember that.
That
The
shit was
was
hell no.
wild.
Wait, there's hella trends. Like, what about like the the ice and then the salt and burns through
Yeah.
the
Remember,
skin.
actually,
The
I have a
cinnamon
scar on my arm from
challenge.
that.
Wait, that's so many
No,
throwbacks.
the faint challenge as well. No, because like back when all of those like things were becoming a challenge, I remember me and my friends like we were I think in like year 7, and me and my friends would record it and I would upload it onto my YouTube. I've long deleted those videos, but
Wait.
fucking hell,
Oh my God,
that
that's
shit was wild.
Wait. There was a what?
Which
Oh,
one?
the your one, the one the videos.
Are you talking about
No,
the faint challenge?
yeah,
or
there's, like,
something?
Oh, the
Faint
fake. Yeah,
challenge,
what is that
yeah.
one? I've not done it
So
or seen
that
it.
one
You
was
don't
like
want to do it probably, but
yeah, that one was like you had to like I think breathe a certain way, and you would eventually cause yourself to faint, and it
Mm.
was like
See, I
it
might
was
have
really
been
weird.
I might have been off the YouTube at that point or some shit. I don't know. Like
Well,
I
that
was,
was
sounds
I
like
was,
when you
I was
literally-
don't
grounded for
have
that
money for
month.
drugs, man.
It was literally like when cinnamon challenge was going big, and then the salt and ice thing, and then it was
Yeah.
like the faint challenge, and then it was like there was a bunch of challenges left, right, and center constantly.
Do you remember the ice bath challenge?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't there like a
Uh,
song associated to it? I remember now.
I can't remember that part.
Oh wait,
but
no,
I
maybe
just,
I'm
It was
making that up. I
associated to
swear I
charity.
sometimes connect things. I
yeah,
maybe
I
made
know.
that
I
up.
know it's for a charity. Yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe
Yeah.
there wasn't a
But-
song.
I mean, the ice bucket
like-
challenge when they
The
go
Yeah,
ice
yeah.
bucket.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what you're
yeah.
talking about.
Oh,
Good
Chubby
times, man.
Bunny. Do people even do Chubby Bunny anymore?
I don't
I
know.
don't know too, bro.
The
I feel like I've
marshmallow.
noticed like when people like shove their like mouthful of something, they'll try and do it like as a meme. But like
Yeah.
I don't think anyone actually like does it anymore.
ALS
I'll be
ice
bad,
bucket.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Hmm.
see. Okay.
God.
Wait, I had an. This wasn't even like planned questions. I had a question and I already forgot it. Anyway,
Oh no.
okay. This is to talk about how prepared we are in life. Why do they
Oh,
not
God.
teach us about mortgage and taxes in schools? Why do they not teach us this?
They don't care, bro. As long as they go to work, get a paycheck, and go home, they're vibing, they're chilling. Like if I was a teacher, I'm just gonna go teach some kids, get my paycheck, and go home, bro. That's what I'm gonna say.
Bro.
So
They
they
teach
just want
us-
us to make some bad financial decisions or some
Oh,
shit in
100%.
life.
Yeah, literally.
Like this is like so ideal in life to just know, even if it was like a few lessons to just like, yeah, no, let me just explain the details of these stuff. But they just teach us anything else, and it's like, why have we not been
Pythagoras
taught
theorem,
this?
bro.
Triangle, Ethereum.
Yeah, Pythagoras theorem, bro. When am I using that
I'm
again?
gonna use that in my life, bro.
Honestly,
Ever.
honestly.
Like,
No, I was even
Bro.
gonna ask, like, what subjects in school do you think were just not like? What did you learn in school that you think was just not needed?
Definitely just
Everything.
advanced math. Advanced math, like 100% was
everything.
wild.
Shakespeare, advanced math.
Nah,
like,
bro,
Bunsen
listen.
burner stuff. Why do I need to know if I got a lighter in my drawer, bro? Like, why do I need a Bunsen to learn how to use a Bunsen burner, bro? You know
I'm
what
a
I'm saying?
What?
Oh
I'm
my
a
God.
no, go on.
Yeah, Shakespeare taught us Riz, bro. Listen.
I mean, yeah, he
Bro.
was vicious, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, exactly,
He knew
bro.
what he was
I
talking
mean,
about.
no, I feel
Yeah.
like things like advanced maths or advanced science, all of this, I feel like that should have been chosen for people who genuinely wanted to take that path. Because I've never
Yeah.
touched a Bunsen burner. I've never done most of these scientific things, mathematical things. So it's like, why?
Yeah.
The only
I
thing I
definitely feel
know-
it's
oh, sorry.
like no, I was like I definitely feel like the one thing I don't like is like when you become like good at certain subjects and everything, they just straight up move you into the higher one. And like I wish it was kind of like a choice for us that like, oh hey, you're really good at this by the way, would you want to go into higher? Like because then at that point I'd be like, oh yeah, because I really like I was a science kid, I loved science. So like I would have definitely like, yeah, like I love science, so I would definitely want to be going up into higher, like to really understand like the depths of the science field. But like when it gets to like advanced maths and stuff, I didn't want to do that. Like literally, as soon as I got put into advanced maths, I started failing all that fucking shit, and like I was like predicted high grades, and now all of a sudden it's like, no, you're not predicted. Fuck all.
Yeah.
You think it makes you hate subjects more when you're like moving up and you're forced to do it? You're like, okay, I now hate maths, I now hate English, now hate science, sort of thing. Fair play, Jack.
I think
See,
so.
I chose science like for my triple, so I did like GCSE science or whatever,
Yeah.
and I was predicted to fail chemistry, and then I ended up getting like the best grade for me in that science. And I remember I had this one geography teacher. Geography? biology teacher, right? And I always will remember him moving forward because his catchphrase was lazy, lazy, lazy. Like he had a really deep, husky voice. Like he smoked like 30 packs a day, right? And he would always be like, he'd be like, why didn't you do your homework? And I'd be like, I forgot. And they'd be like, no, it's because you're lazy, lazy, lazy. And I was like, yo, it became like the whole catchphrase for life. And moving forward, it's even like a running joke with my mom now, to the point where I'll say something or I'll forget to do something, like, take the chicken out of the freezer. And she'll be like, why didn't you take it out of the freezer? She'll be like, because you're lazy. It became a running joke moving forward.
That's
and
funny.
it was just like, even now, like if I was to call her and be like, that, she would just clock on and be like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel
just
you.
little side stories, because distraction.
Nah, schools
No,
were
they're good.
useless, bro. Schools were useless. I don't remember anything I got taught or anything like at all. I learned more selling sweets and Snicker bars and Kit Kat Chunkies
Bro,
than the whole school curriculum, bro. I swear to God.
Why was school
did
so
everyone
against
have?
people selling? Like everyone was
Yeah.
selling in
Yeah,
school.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Always
making
like
money, bro. We're learning about the real
Lucozade,
world.
Lucozade. Lucozade
Lucozade
was the things we
always the
sold.
thing. Yeah.
I had
No, it was
I had the
funny.
guy that sold the little cookies. You know, like you
Oh
went
my
to
God.
Tesco.
Oh, yeah.
You went to
Five for 1
Yes,
pound, bro.
yes. And then he would sell it, each cookie for 50p or 3 for £1. I'm like,
Yes,
yo,
yes,
that's a
yes, yes.
steal. That's a
That's
steal. Let me
so
get
That
that.
shit was so
funny.
good, bro. Oh God.
No,
Bro,
I had
bought
a
my first
girl.
it.
Sorry, go on.
Oh no. You go, because my story, I'll speak for a long time.
I was gonna say, like, I remember, like, I sold so much chocolate and sweets that, like, I bought my first pair of Air Forces myself. My mum didn't buy them for me.
Where?
Businessman.
It was like these cartoon black and white things, like Air Forces, bro. And in school, we couldn't wear them, so they gave us plimsolls. So we had to take off our trainers, put them in the office, wear plimsolls around the school. At the end of the day, I went to get my trainers. Someone robbed my trainers, bro. They was gone, man. I was
Whoa.
devastated. That's when I found out real life ain't good, bro. Real life hard, bro. That's when I found out the man
Life be
take
lifing.
everything. That's what I
No,
found out.
girls
Bro.
used to be stealing like phones in their blazers, like from like when we would get changed for PE. Like some girl would come back and then like steal phones.
No,
it
that's
was
crazy.
crazy. Yeah.
That is wild.
Back in
No,
BBM days too.
I
mad.
know. Honestly, I think around that time, this is when people started getting iPhones, like in secondary school. I think that was when people started getting into iPhones. Like that was so sad.
I've never been an iPhone person.
Oh, or phones or Android, like away from Blackberries.
Oh yeah. Oh, Blackberries.
Yeah.
I was a
Blackberries.
BBM guy until I got a Samsung and iPhone, like sort of thing.
See, I just like, I got an
Love
iPhone for
BBM.
work. And it's all right. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't like them. I don't know. I think it's the fact that I have to pay for
Preference.
everything.
Oh,
Like, why do I have to pay for everything, man?
no, I get that.
I just
I
get
get that.
APK and like chilling. I mean, no, can't say that. Sorry.
Oh.
Naughty.
No,
Next
wait.
question.
With the
My bad.
sorry, with the girl that's like, so in my school we had a girl who was selling everything. Like she was everyone would go and find her. Like at the start of the day, I remember like she would have Lucozade, she would have cookies, she would have like crisp packets, she would even have like a whole like bar of chocolates. The Lucozade is always sold out, but everyone was always like trying to find her. She would go with a big gym bag just full of food. Like she was the businesswoman. And I remember in summer she would always sell out like before school because she would
Oh,
come
bossy.
with Lucozade slushies. Like she timed it well. Like she would like freeze the drinks, take them out in enough time, and then like squish them or something. But every time, like in the morning, everyone like sold her out. You would go up to her and she's like, I'm sold out. And she would bring like I don't know how many, and she sold out on that day. Like I don't know how much money she made in school. But
holy shit.
Yo, you need to contact that person and be like, yo, what are you doing with life now? Like,
no,
where are
honestly,
you?
she probably has a business somewhere. Like
that's a Dragon's Den like thing. 100%.
Yeah, bro.
No, summertime, like even like I was thinking about Lucozade recently, and I just keep remembering how she used to make slushy Lucozade for school, and people would just sell her out. That was so cool. Anyway, okay. You want to go to the next question?
Yeah. So, is university worth it? So I've not gone myself. Okay. I took a different route, but what are your opinions on it, or what have you heard and things like that?
Has anyone here gone to
Mm,
university?
mm.
Okay, me
Okay,
too.
okay.
I have as well.
I
You got
mean, I didn't finish it, but I
Me
went.
neither.
obviously.
Me neither. Wait.
I went.
Okay.
What was your like takes on it?
Mhm.
What did you?
But it was lit, bro. I was drunk every day, bro. I was
Every
lit
day.
every single day, bro. That's what I'm gonna say. Parties all the time, but like
Mm.
I dropped out because of COVID. The only
Right.
reason I went to university was because I went to like an open day randomly, and this is when I was like competing in Overwatch. The university was like, "Do you want to?" Basically, they was like, "Do you want to pay for like? Do you want to play Overwatch for the university? We'll help you with like tuition and everything, kind of like a scholarship thing." So I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure,
Mm.
whatever, I'll do it." Turns out that I was not studying. I was getting lit all the time. I swear to God, with everybody, I was drinking all the time.
Mhm.
COVID hit, and we all had to go home. And because like working from home and stuff, and then Zoom calls and everything, I just ended up dropping out, bro.
Yeah.
I just thought it's terrible. I
Yeah.
hate it so much. So
No,
Yeah, fair enough.
for me, I never wanted to go uni. I was never an academic person. Like even like secondary school, like, oh my God, if my mom watches this didn't happen. But I used to like what's the term? I don't know if is this like used in the UK, like bunk lessons. Right? I
Yeah,
don't know if that's like a term that everyone uses in the UK.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
not
used to.
everyone, but yeah.
Well, in the US, like it's like flunking lessons. I don't know if that's like the term. I would
Guys?
just leave lessons. Like
you're just
I,
skiving and shit, bro.
Yeah,
yeah, like
Yeah,
yeah, like I
Right,
just
right,
wouldn't
right.
go to them pretty much. I wouldn't go to them, and I had this one favorite teacher who I did product design with. He was the best. He would always let me just like be in his class, just sit in the back, and I would just either chill there, I'll be like watching on my phone or whatever, or I actually do product design because that was like where I could be creative. I was never like in my lessons, but I mean, I ended up doing really good in GCSEs. But regardless of that, like I did not, I would missed all my lessons just to like be creative and chill there. Even in college, I wanted to do photography because it seemed like less writing, you don't have to do much. It did look kind of difficult though. So then I picked film studies. Most of the lessons were just watching movies. So I was just sitting there doing that. Like I was always the creative aspect. I don't like academics. But I had to go uni because my parents like kept telling me like I need to do, I need to
yeah.
do, I need to do it. So I did it. I'm not gonna lie, it's fun. It's fun to go, but to actually do university stuff, that wasn't for me. Was it? I managed to pass first year and then I failed second year and had to retake it because I literally like wasn't going to my classes, wasn't actually like getting my coursework on time. Like I just couldn't. I was in the worst mental state, and university was adding on to that. Like it was the worst time. Then COVID hit as well. Like it was too much. So I was like,
it's just
yeah, I'm
not
gonna be
worth it
real.
though. Like all
Yeah.
my friends that's gone to university has came out of university and not got the job they wanted. Like they're just like it's ridiculously pointless,
No,
bro.
I get that.
It's not about what you know, it's about who you know, bro. You gotta know the right
Yeah.
people and you're in the job you want to know. That's literally it in life.
Yeah. I feel like no, I feel like if you're doing something that's like medical or legal, like law,
Related,
yeah, like
yeah.
law in the medical field, then yeah, I get it. You need to study for that because imagine random doctors who haven't even studied would be kind of crazy. But I
I
feel
could do that,
like, oh, I don't
Wait, what
know.
did you say?
I could be a medical guy, bro, for sure, man. I watch some YouTube videos. YouTube's
Crazy.
crazy now, bro. You
Bro,
learn anything.
imagine.
Learn everything from TikTok.
True.
Imagine you're there in an
YouTube's
open
crazy,
heart
bro.
procedure and your doctor's watching a YouTube video like,
Oh,
okay,
that's
so
right.
first step in open heart surgery. And you're just like, sorry? Sorry?
You know on TikTok that have like 10 parts. You're like, what to do? Step one, part one. Come back for part two. You're like,
Please, no. What about you, Meg?
that's funny.
You have any?
I'd never gone to uni, but like I wanted to go into uni, and I definitely wanted to go like a more academic route. But then this is still like a work in progress. But I'm pretty sure I'm a little bit neurospicy. I think I got a little bit of that autism, a little bit of that ADHD. It kind of like started to like really struggle in school, especially when I started being more trying to be more true to myself. I was like skill regression, almost like regressing in my skills, and I was really struggling to keep up with everything. So I kind of ended up failing like most of my GCSEs, like just about passed maths, just about like I didn't even pass English language. I passed English literature, which is kind of worthless, and I couldn't really do much with that. they were like, I wanted to try and go into like A levels and stuff, but they said essentially we can't like take you in on the courses that you wanted, but you could do like a essentially like a BTech type course. And I was like, no, because I was like, this one, I was like, no, I don't feel good enough for all this stuff. So I literally had a straight up last minute change. We ended up doing hairdressing in college because that was the only one that would take my literature grade instead of my language grade.
Okay.
And then I just kind of went with that. Then I just kind of ended up realizing I didn't want to fucking do anything with hairdressing, like actually.
For
But
real.
like benefited me because I can dye my own hair now, and I can cut like my mum's hair. I can like shit like that. It works.
Yeah.
It works. But I definitely now like I've been away from like education for a while. I definitely want to go into uni again now, but mostly because of like the good connections uni now has to esports in general.
Made a lot
Like
of good
you can
connections as well with that. Yeah.
it's like you can get like you can enter like all sorts of tournaments for like Valorant and this and that, and they can get you connections with different esports orgs, and like just the whole connections that uni has like is something amazing that like you can't really go out and seek for yourself out now. Like I could try and go and do for it, but then all the time it'll be like, oh, you have to be a post grad or you have to like currently be in uni and that kind of shit. And like so part of me just kind of wants to do like whether it's like any course just so I can go and do like all the like esports stuff on the like behind the scenes like during uni, or just end up doing like actually an esports course itself. Kind
See,
of
I didn't
thing.
know uni was like that now. Like, damn, I might need to
Yeah, I
go
didn't know
After
hook
either.
up.
COVID,
Might have
Like,
to go
after
back.
shit.
COVID, like that
You
shit
know?
flew up. Like there's
Damn.
literally like women non-binary tournaments. So like a lot of because obviously I play in Game Changers, like a lot of the Game Changer girls that go to uni, they all like started making up teams together. So like this one Game Changer team that I was on, like the like 3-4 of the girls on the team, they all went to uni, so they would all be on a like women non-binary uni tournament together.
Oh,
And yeah, and it's like it's wild, like, and a lot of those people end up getting like good connections with orgs, and they got like really good like contracts and everything, and it's all because
Damn.
of just uni. Like uni's like bringing them up into this kind of space. Like there's some of the girls that like they've like gotten actual like jobs with esports companies. They've now like starting to become esports casters and hosts and this, that, the other. Like, and like their main course might not even be anything to do with esports at all.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
it's like it's insane.
that's pretty cool.
I need to go back.
That's
It
what
will
I'm
be
thinking.
good
I'm
in the
like,
summer.
I
That's
might need to
literally like I'm planning on trying to go next year because I was planning on hopefully to do it this year, but it's kind of obviously a bit too late, and I want to like really financially plan whether this is something I can do, because obviously now being like a bit more grown up, I have debts and stuff. I can't just kind of quit work and just go to uni. It's just not viable for
Yeah.
me.
Like,
You try it for
good luck.
sure.
Yeah, good luck. I hope you all
Yeah.
the best in that.
If you do go
Thanks.
to Staffordshire, I personally think Staffordshire has one of the best esports facilities in the UK at the
Dang.
moment. I went there; it's amazing, honestly.
Unfortunately, I don't
This is
live
not
in
an ad.
England.
This is not an ad.
Unfortunately, I'm
Oh
not in
shit!
England.
Oh okay.
This is not an ad.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
where
not
do you
an ad,
live?
man.
Don't need to specify.
Northern Ireland.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
So moving
Different
would
from
be quite
Ireland,
hard, sort of
guys.
thing.
Just so we all are aware, okay?
What do you say?
I want to go. I said different from Ireland.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
regular,
yeah,
like
it's
not
different.
regular Ireland because I'll get cancelled by the Irish.
Yeah.
But different, right?
Some of them won't mind. Some of them will mind. It's like
Gotta be careful, man. Gotta be careful.
Yeah. Wait, do any of you live with your parents?
I do with my mum.
Okay.
Okay. How's your relationship with her?
I'd say pretty good. Like it's fluctuated on and off like throughout years, but like cause last year I only just moved back here with her. So I'd been living with an ex-partner for like 2 years. So I was kind of away from her, and then now all of a sudden back with her kind of thing. So I guess it's kind of like nice. It's kind of funny though that now I live with her. I feel like we don't speak as much as when we lived apart. Like when we lived apart, we would constantly be like trying to message each other. We'd constantly be like trying to plan to meet up to go out and do things and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now it's just like we chill.
Yeah. You're like accustomed to each other now. Like because you live together. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I was not like that with my mom.
Bro.
For like the question I was mainly gonna ask is for those who aren't living with their parents, but like if you are, I wanted to know regardless. But if you aren't, like, how's your relationship not living with them? Because for myself, I'm gonna speak for myself. Living with my mother, I love her, but we are so much better apart. Like, if I'm being so
Oh, shit.
real, so
Yeah.
much like.
That's always the way though.
Hmm.
Like I
Mhm.
thought like when I used to live with my mum, I would be like, oh my fucking god, driving me up the wall all the time. But now that
Mhm.
I live super far from my mum now, where like to meet up is a whole. I would have to book time off work and like really kind of like get there if that makes sense. It's a lot of money to get there as well, and like we barely talk because she's working, I'm doing my thing. Like we're kind of busy. Like you realize like oh my god, like I used to be really annoyed at her, but now it's like I really miss her all the time. I miss the annoying stuff that my mom used to do. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. I think it's just
Mm.
one of those things generally.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely feel that. Like when I was apart from my mum, it was like I was constantly crying. Like every like random month, I'd be like, "Oh my god, like I really miss her." Like it's almost like I didn't cherish those like little moments that we had, even if it was something small, something I like at the time I didn't care about. But it would be nice to like every so often, like she's in the living room watching a show or something. I'd
Yeah.
come and like nosy in, speak to her for like 5 minutes, and then I fuck off. And
Yeah.
now I
Yeah.
kind of like miss that, just like that general like little chit chats or like the little nice gestures are sometimes like me cooking food for her or her cooking food for me kind of thing.
Mm.
Mhm.
I think my relationship with my parents is a lot better now.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to live with my mom when she was in London. Like,
Mhm.
so there was like a whole thing. And then I moved in with my dad and my stepmom. Um, that was like just that.
Mhm.
um, didn't get along very much. And then like when you hit 18, you have like a boost in testosterone. You're like, yo, listen, like I'm a man now. I should be able to go out and do whatever I want. I don't need to like X, Y, and Z. And obviously, it's not that they were controlling, because obviously that's the perspective you see. You're like, oh, you're just trying to control me and see where I'm going and all this stuff. But it's more that they actually cared about me. But obviously
Mhm.
you're young and dumb and you don't actually like know that. So you're just like, I can do what I want. So we used to butt heads all the time, like very strong-headed individuals,
Mhm.
two of them at the same time, and you're just like, I'm very stubborn, very, very stubborn. Um, so we used to just like argue all the time and like, you know, black household. um, so shit happened. When I finally moved out, I moved out 19, 18, 19. But I just turned 19. Um, and I moved in with my ex at the time. And I went through this period of time where I genuinely just didn't communicate with them.
Yeah.
Like, it was very on and off, but it was more I wouldn't speak to them for longer periods of time than I would speak to them. Um, Toxic exes do that to you. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. um,
Real.
but then after that relationship ended, and then I started like building that relationship back with them, it's probably the best and strongest it's ever been. And it's just really great. Like honestly, I could call my mom, and if she picks up, because like she works night shifts sometimes, or she just sometimes doesn't love me, is what I say to her. I'll be like just calling to annoy her and say like do dumb shit. Like it would just genuinely just be dumb shit. It would be like, oh, I just wanted to call you to like annoy you with my siblings. Like I'll call her to ask about my siblings. They have phones. Like that's the level of dumb shit I would go to do. Um, and then like with my dad, I don't really like. I'll call my dad like if I need him. I won't
Mhm.
like or like just call him out the blue to say, hey, just checking on you and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But it's probably stronger now that I've moved out than it was when I was with them.
With them, yeah.
So yeah,
That's like me. I will call my mom and I'll call my dad. I swear I don't know the last time I called my brother. Phones work both ways, and he never calls me. I'm gonna be so real. Like I'll call
real.
my mom and my dad. We made a plan that we'll call each other every Sundays. My
Mhm.
mom, I'll call her whenever I need a cooking recipe, and then my brother is around somewhere. But yeah, No, I like that you can just call them and catch up. But I feel like if I was living with them, I'm like already exhausted just at the thought of it. So I'm like while you guys are talking, I've just been imagining myself, and I'm like,
Nope. No.
I love them
I think
so
that's
much, but no.
one thing I could not do, I don't think, is move back in with them for a long period of time. Like, touch wood, it don't happen everywhere, you know. That like, should I lose my job or should difficulties fall on me, I know they would put me back up. But I'll get the hell back out of there like ASAP.
Like,
because
honestly,
my brother's 9. He's turning 9 next month, right? I'm a bad sibling. Holy shit. But he's 100% sure he's got ADHD. Like more than I think I've may or may not have it. I don't know. TikTok be telling me shit, right? And he's 1 minute, he's like, Shane, can you play Blade with me? Shane, can you watch Pokemon with me? Shane, can we go play on my Nintendo? Shane, can we do this? I'm like, I just finished work, bro. Like, give me a minute. Like, give me a second. I'll be talking to mom because like they only live like 20 minutes from me. So I'll drive around and I'll be like, okay, cool. As I get through the door, it's Shane, can we play? Shane this, Shane that. Bro, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna throw you in the suitcase and send you to grandma.
No, that's funny.
But yeah, I love it, man. Family's great.
No, I get that. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Don't work with them though, that's for sure. I used to co-own a pub with my mum and my sister. So it was like a family-run pub in Portsmouth, which is like the bottom of the UK. And we'd all work like I would do like 13-hour days. My family would do like 9-ish, whatever. But like I think that was the worst experience of my life. I think like working with family because like you'd argue and then you go home. And then you see each other again at home, and you're like, "Oh my fucking god! Like, I'm not drunk enough to deal with this."
That's one thing. One thing I always say, like, if you don't have a job, I understand if you are gonna work with family. You know, you're working. But one thing I always live by is I just don't want to work with family. Like, I've worked with family, and I did it because, like, I've been working with my family since I was 13. Like, I was already doing waitressing at 13. Yeah, like I was working with them. Yeah, like I've worked with a family for a very long time, and then I'd work with family friends, and I just prefer. I'm pretty sure like most people do, but I just prefer when it's just not together. I prefer to like keep relationships apart because, like, my mom will just like if I mess up at work, she will lash out, and then we get home, and I'm just like, okay, like I'm at home, I'm not at work, my relaxing place, and then she has an attitude with me, and I'm like, what did I do? And she would mention something at work, and I'm like, can we not? Can we not? Like
Work
I'm
is almost 2 different places, man.
I'm just like I'm just trying to see like what we're gonna have for dinner, and she's like, ugh, I don't want to talk to you, and I'm just like, okay, like I don't want to deal with this. Even with like friends, like I like working with friends. Like when I was in a gaming cafe that I worked at, I made lots of friends there, but it was like it was a little hard when you work with friends and then you end up getting like a position higher than them, because I was in management, and it's like I don't want to tell you, like it's awkward. Like I would tell them like, oh, can you do this, can you do that, but then when there's like no line in between and they're like, really, you're gonna make me do it? I'm like, yes. Like let's remember, like I am your friend, but let's remember, like I'm also your
paid right now, bro.
Exactly.
You're on the clock.
Exactly.
That's definitely like one of my issues as well. And like I hate confrontation. Like I cannot stand it. And it's just like I'll literally be like, hey, can you do this? I'll be like, no. And I'll be like, okay, well, it's no longer a question now. You're doing this. Like there's no question about it. You have to.
Yeah.
Whereas like sometimes I'll just be like, oh, come on, why? And I'm here like, well, sucks to suck. You're on a job.
Yeah.
Oops. Like,
yeah, no, honestly. I've lost so much patience. Like when I was working in the managing position, I was doing it. But then when people would just take the piss, like I lost so much patience. At this point, I was like, I don't care if I'm being liked or not. Like I'm just doing my job, and if you don't do it, then I get told off for you not doing it. So do it. Like
it's like you do not want to be told off on account of like other people not doing your shit. So you're just gonna make sure other people are doing that shit.
100%. Okay.
So Okay.
No,
My
go
bad.
on.
I was gonna ask.
Do it.
On the topic of friends, do you find that the older you get, the less friends you have?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
Instantly,
it's so
yes, bro.
hard to make
Oh
friends.
my
Like,
god.
Exactly.
how do you make friends? Like, I've moved country, right? I literally only know my boyfriend, and that's because I went through Tinder. And like, what's the best way to get to meet people that you on a country you don't know? It's like, oh, Tinder. Okay.
Mhm.
Now I have a boyfriend. It's like, how do I make friends?
Yeah.
How do I do that?
I feel like it's even harder, like when you're like, for myself, I'm an introvert and I like to game and stay home. So it's like to make
That's it.
friends, I will only make online friends, and everyone just happens to be always not in the same country as me. So it's like I want to
Yep.
make IRL friends, but that means I actually have to get out my house. It's like, where am I supposed to go? I don't club. I'm not a party
I think the
person
best
like
way to
that.
do it though would be to go to like a gaming event, meet up for all your online friends, IRL,
Hmm.
get drunk together. That's like the best way I think to possibly do it.
We did that.
We did that.
We did that.
I
So
think
that
that's the
was a
best way to
fucking
do it, bro,
vibe.
honestly. Like
That was great.
I think
Yeah.
any
So-
other way is like really hard, especially like I'm not gonna say that we are all like DJing chronically online people, but like we are gamers, bro. Like we play games all the time. You know what I'm saying? My favorite place is at my desk when I've got a mouse in my hand and I'm trying
Real.
to kick people, bro.
Real.
That's my favorite place to be. So I think like when you meet up with other people like that and you can go to like a gaming event, like whether it's TwitchCon or like a VAL VCT or like whatever the hell it is, that's the place to do it. Go get drunk with everyone, have some social interactions, bro, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a vibe for real. I feel like also, I think this one's more for you guys, Jen and Meg.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we had like a brief conversation about it. It's harder to make friends online anyway when you have a partner. For you two specifically,
Yeah.
or maybe not both of you. I don't know. I spoke to Jen a
Yeah.
little
For
bit
me,
about it.
it is. Go on, Meg. You have something to say?
For me, it's like it's not necessarily harder. I think it's just like it's where my priorities lie. It's like most of my time will go into my boyfriend, into work, into streaming. That's just how my priorities are.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's harder to kind of keep connections up with other people when they're asking to game, and I'm here like, sorry, I'm doing this, or I'm at work, I'm with my boyfriend, I'm at like Shane probably fucking knows. Every time he messages me, I'm like, I'm at
Dude,
work, I'm at
trust.
Alex's, I'm at work, I'm at Alex's.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
Meg,
Like-
you trying to comp? I need my duo, and she'd be like, sorry, I'm working. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, and it's like, but like I think with streaming, it's been really easy to make friends. I think it's like, especially with like making friends in other people's streaming communities, like, and then you kind of like sticks through, and then when you stream, you kind of like it kind of like fluctuates all around the place. So I kind of like have friends to game with here and there, like when I need to, and like a lot of them I don't speak to a lot of the time, but like they know that like I'm just a person who's very distant, has my other priorities, but I know that like they know that I'm still there and I'm still a friend, and like they can come to me like a month later and I'd still be like the best of fucking friends with them. Like I think it's just harder to make new friends. That's the thing. But like to yeah, I don't know. It's a bit all over the place.
Mm-hmm. For me, for me, it's like I've been trying so hard to like try and make more like girlfriends. I always see it everywhere. I see it on TikTok, so many girls just chilling together. So many like I just really want to have like a friendship with girls. But online especially, like I found it really hard. Or I prefer to make friends with girls who had boyfriends because when I did make friends, especially when I'm playing a game like Valorant, which is just like a dating app pretty much, you will go on there and it like whenever I would meet a friend, like I would make friends with a girl, I'd like meet her in a game or meet her outside and we'll play. I'm like, okay, let's play. And I get so excited. The first game is going great. We queue in another game. And if a guy in there, like if she's single and there's a guy giving her any attention in a game or has a nice voice, they forgot that they're playing with me. It's happened so many times and I'm like, please. I'm not saying this is all girls. I'm saying this has been my experience with the girls that I've become friends with. But then the girls that do have boyfriends, like I've gotten along a lot better with because I don't know, maybe I've just found the wrong girls. Like I'm not trying to say that I know there's some single girls who are great, but then we just didn't clash because our personalities didn't clash. That was another thing. But like the ones who like worked well with me and they were single, it's just like just looking for a guy, and I'm like, we're just gonna play to have fun. And this whole time you're like, you wanna buy me? I have a skin. I have this. I have this. I have that. Oh yeah, you're so funny. And I'm like, I say something, and they're like, wait, what did you say? And I'm like, forget it. Forget it. I'm not even here. I'm not even here anymore.
I think for me, it's like a bit different
Mm.
because I want to like don't mean to toot my own horn or anything, but like it's I'm that person who will just interact with people regardless of what I'm doing.
Mhm.
So I'll try and make conversation with my randoms in game,
Mhm.
and then if they talk, W like chilling. I might get an ad, I might not, or whatever. And we might vibe and bounce off each other. But
Mhm.
then my thing is I'll meet some dudes that I think are chill, and then they say cancelable shit, and I'm like, all right, so you're not one of them people I can hang around with like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, bye.
Honestly,
Or-
first impressions, they're good. And then you get
Mm.
to know them a bit more, and then they're like true like thoughts come out, and you're like, oh, I don't like that. Like,
Yeah,
I don't like
Like
that.
full on incel behavior. It's like, no,
bro.
I don't need that
Nah,
bigotry in my life.
there's more than incels. There needs to be a word for incels, like that are above incels,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
super cells.
degen incel
Super
fuck.
cells.
super,
Doesn't sound like a
cells.
battery.
No, I mean yeah, but you know, super cells.
That's so funny.
No,
no,
not super
you know.
cells, bro. That gives them some sort of power, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, like,
True.
it feels
That's a
like
Yeah, we
movie.
ain't giving
Yeah,
them
that's a
power,
movie.
bro.
It's like an ego
Nah.
flex here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Man.
That's
I was
funny.
gonna say something else where that could be spun so bad. So let's
Oh,
not
no.
go there. Let's not go there.
Oh no.
I think when it comes to gaming and like male and female interaction, I just think it's cringe. Like no matter what, like just play the game, win the game. That's it. Go do your thing. Like that's it. After the game, do whatever. I don't know why you have to like try to like flex for the other race. Like go outside your house, bro. That's all you gotta do. Go outside your house and like you know what I'm saying. Get online, get there. I don't know.
What,
bro.
what if he's got that Gojo photo, bro? He's got the
It's
Gojo
always
profile
anime
picture.
pictures, bro. Oh.
Yo, don't come
eye,
for me,
like-
bro. Don't come for me like that. Now, the glorious king right back here, bro. Like down.
That's so funny.
I watch anime too, but like, I mean, damn, bro, come on, man. I don't know. I just think it's like annoying as hell sometimes. Not gonna lie.
Nah, I 100% hear it. I feel like if you're playing the casual modes though, like it's vibes, it's chilling.
Oh,
But if
yeah.
I'm trying to make my RR and I have the jet trying to rizz up the stage, bro, I am taking out your kneecaps.
Yeah,
There's a whole game mode for you to do. Yeah. There's whole other game modes for you to be messing around
Like,
and
bro,
looking for a
like, go away.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go play Spike Rush, man. Whatever it's called
real-
nowadays. I don't know what it's called
Yeah.
now, bro.
100%.
Spike Rush
That's
is a
just
good one.
Quick play, bro.
online Tinder.
Swift play,
Online
swift play.
Tinder.
Swift play,
Yeah.
quick play,
Yeah.
Spike or whatever, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Go
Or
play, I
unrated
don't
if
know,
they want to
bro.
spend more time together, I guess. Go
You know what I'm saying?
for
Go
it.
play Minecraft, build a bed together, sleep in a bed together. Do it that way, bro.
Get our Minecraft sledge together.
Do you want to maybe play Minecraft?
Oh wait, that is so funny.
Bro.
Unrated as the second date.
Bro.
Oh, stop, bro. Oh my god.
He's in Discord with his boys, like, boys, I made it. I'm gonna play some unrated.
I'm messing
Yeah.
around right now, guys.
Gonna play some unrated.
I can't, man.
Wait.
I'm quite happy my girlfriend doesn't play games. Like my girlfriend doesn't play any video games at all. Like
What?
when I'm off my PC, we do just outside stuff. We go on walks or
That's cute.
pub,
Wait.
whatever. You know what I mean? Like types, like whatever sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Wait, I have a
like that,
question
man.
for you then, because I feel like, and this is not even something I had planned, but like, for example, like everyone who's not in a gaming type relationship, like you always see like the girls on TikToks or something being like, oh, like when are you gonna get off the game for me, or like all of this. Like, how's your relationship? Because for me, I feel like I suit better with someone who has. Like who is into gaming as well. Like me and my boyfriend are into gaming, so like we get each other and we understand it. So
Yeah.
you don't have your
Right before
girlfriend
you
in
answer that
gaming.
question, or it could be like part of that question.
Okay.
Alex from chat has said, it's not fun when your girlfriend beats you at every game. I'm sorry. I was trying to not look but
No, as soon as I saw you laughing, I was like, I know it's you laughed at what Alex just said.
That's funny.
So I guess we got an answer. from one person at least. So yeah, carry on, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, that's true, low key. Not gonna lie, but then you just suck. You'll get better, bro. Like, what's going on, man? Then it's just a skill diff. That's skill diff, bro. At that
That's
point.
funny.
We're almost gonna do a spit take.
I think that I think at first, like, so my relationship, where I had a relationship before where it was a gaming relationship. It was like, not gonna lie, for me personally, in a way, like, it was not enjoyable. Didn't really like it too much. But I think right now it's really nice because she knows I have my hobbies. She has her hobbies. Like, we spend our time apart, but then that means that when we spend our time together, like, it's way more strong, you know? Way more unified. Like, oh, she's finished what she's doing. I've finished screaming at DJs online. It's perfect. Let's, like, watch Love is Blind, or, like, we watch a show, or we go outside, or we go traveling, or something like that. You know what I mean? For me personally, it's the perfect combination. I like to have my
it's a good
gaming, like, my
dynamic.
thing. Yeah, I don't want to be like, my girlfriend's asked me to play Valorant, and I want to, like, be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, wait, why?
No offense to the Valorant games.
No, that's fine. Wait, but I have
Apex, it could be anything. You know?
Wait, I was gonna ask. I don't know if you want to go through or if you've already said why didn't you like the last relationship that was in gaming? Is it because of that?
It's because, like, at the time, like, they just wanted me to play with them, but I wanted to play with my boys, essentially. It became a really toxic relationship sort of thing. So that's about it, really. I think. That's what I'm gonna say, but it just became toxic.
Yeah,
like,
you don't have to.
I wasn't enjoying it. I was like, oh, I want to play with my boys. I want to say dumb stuff. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay, I get that. I get that.
With the boys, not with the misses.
No, I get that though. I get that. I feel like there was a friend that I had. He like only like played with his boys. Like, and we would be in the call, like some girls would also be in the call, like we chilled and everything. And then he introduced a new girl into the group, which was a girl that he started like flirting with and was hopefully gonna build a thing. But she was like one of the girls that don't integrate with the group, like she didn't want to. So like she wanted to play, so she asked that she could private call him, and all the time she'd always just wanted to take him away from the group.
Damn,
and then
you talking about me? Like, I'm right
here. No, but you actually know this person though. Yeah, I'll talk about it another time.
Oh, sauce.
Yeah. But yeah,
no, type shit. Like, hello?
She always wanted to like pull him out from the group, and then we had like a game that we planned for all of us to play. And then like when we're all in a call, she's like, oh no, but can we go in a private call? And he's like, but we're playing everyone together. And she's like, I'm just really not feeling well today. And he's like, but you're not feeling well every day. Like you never want to call. Yeah, like you never want to call with everyone. Like every day you have to pull me out of the call because you're not feeling well. You're not feeling well. And it's like, and then he's even said like, if you're genuinely not feeling well, no offense, but seek help, because like I want to. And I know this seems kind of harsh, but I'm just basically saying what the situation was. He was like, you need to seek help because I want to be like doing my things and include you with it. And also we can have our time, I have my time, and we have a time where everyone's together. But you just always just wanted it me and you. So I feel like if you know how to like balance it well in gaming, then I feel like it can work. I feel like you never, like Kai, you didn't really have that. From what it seems, I don't know much about it. If she just only wanted to play with you,
it was the same thing, literally, basically. Like,
yeah,
if she, voice, but then she wanted me to go somewhere else. I'm like, okay, well, fuck, I can't really. This stream became. I was streaming, it'd be awkward, like.
Yeah,
just, like,
no, I get that. Like, if it's something like that, then I understand. Like, it was literally, like, for example, with Hamp. Like sometimes, like when we first started speaking, it was just me and him. I had to be like, you need to remember to play with the boys. Like you need to, and like I was like telling him to, because like Shane misses you. But yeah, like it was one of those things where it's like I knew that it's very important for both of us to have our own times, especially how we're both gamers. So that's why it was like I want to do my thing and he'll do his thing. So yeah, you wanna do the last? Oh wait, that was the last question.
I just want to say right now though, I am super happy with my relationship. Like, I'm very happy that she. Thank God she don't game, bro. Because she's gonna complain to me about her ranked games. I think I can't do it, bro. I'm already losing on Deadlock right now, dude. I'm not trying to combine the depression, you know, into something.
No, imagine you come back from raging from one game and then you come in raging about theirs. You're like, I don't want to hear it. You're
like, they're silver. What are they doing? What are they doing?
Like, I've really tried
Yeah,
to
I hear that.
complain to her about Apex, and she don't have it at all, bro. She's just like, I don't care, this nerd, boring stuff. I'm just like, oh, good. Actually, fair play. I'm dumping it right now. We're chilling,
That's
we're chilling.
funny.
I respect that. I can respect that.
That's funny.
Whoa. I think that was the last question, but
Oh shit,
We can spice it up and
Yeah.
add more.
that scares me, but.
it was spicy. You know what I
Wait,
mean?
there was one question. It was a sub question and we missed it. But this is like, it was supposed to integrate with another question. So if I ask it now, it's like no context. But it was basically going to be like, have your parents ever caught you in an inappropriate act?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you want to talk about it? Or we could just stay with yeah.
Yeah, we can. I don't mind. I don't mind. I'll say it right now, man. Look, basically, one time I was young. I might have been like 13, 14 or something. Just learn about my body. You know what I'm saying? I just realized I'm a man and I've got I got something down there, bro. So I was experimenting. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. What's going on? I was doing my thing. Little did I know dinner was ready, but I didn't hear my mom say dinner was ready, bro. So she came upstairs to get me because she was saying that the dinner was ready, bro. I was mid-action, pump shotgun. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah, it was the worst experience of my life, man. Not the worst experience, but it's pretty bad.
Did she have a talk with you after?
Nah, she just shook her head.
Oh.
She said dinner's ready one last time. She went downstairs. She didn't speak to me, bro. She gave me the plate.
That dinner must have been real awkward.
Bro.
It was pretty awkward, yeah.
Did you grow up like eating dinner at the table, or like do you eat?
Like I would eat dinner on the couch with my mom.
Oh yeah,
my sister and shit.
Oh yeah.
But my mom didn't speak to me like that. She was there. After 8, she was like, "Alright, bye." I was like, "Oh, right." Like, we're done here, I guess. Like, fuck.
I didn't have one like that, but I had one that was like still embarrassing. So this was like when I was 13, 14 as well. So similar sort of situation. But there was a park next to where my dad lives. No, I was 15. So there was a park next to where my my dad lives. And I had to pick up my sibling from school, and I was like, all right, cool. I'll link this girl. So I linked this girl while walking my brother home or sister home. And my dad finishes at really weird times. He doesn't have like a set time that he finishes every day. So one day he'll finish at 3, one day he'll finish at 4.
Yeah.
And I was just like, hey, I'm only 2 minutes from home. It's fine. Like, whatever. So I was making out with her. And my sister was walking towards the house. And then I just hear a beep. And I turn around and it's my dad.
Oh my!
I was just like,
Oh my god!
Yeah.
He might have thought you was cool with it though. He was like, I respect.
No, we had the talk afterwards, bro.
Okay.
He's like, what you doing over there? And I'm like, oh man, Dad, listen. See, what happened was there was something on her mouth, and I'm just making sure it was off.
That's worse, bro. That sounds creepy, bro. That's like.
There was something on her mouth, and I had to remove it with mine.
Nah, that's crazy, bro.
What?
I didn't exactly say that, bro.
Some cream on there, so I was trying to help her out. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, she had extra Vaseline. I need to.
The team. I put it on my lips instead.
Yeah, she had extra Vaseline. Like it's calm. It's mine.
No, that's.
Oh, that is funny.
Don't cancel me, guys. Don't cancel me.
No.
It's a joke.
My one's like similar to yours, but it wasn't kissing. Like I remember, like I had a huge crush on someone in like year 7, and then in year 8, he finally kind of noticed me, and I remember like walking like kind of like from school going home. I'm like somewhere around that time. I don't even remember where I was. I remember like this was my first time like finally being somewhat inappropriate, and he had his arm around me and his hand on my boob. And tell me why I get home. And my mom was like, wow, I saw you with a tall guy with his hands on your tetas, like in Portuguese. I'm like till that day I went upstairs. That was so embarrassing. Like I remember like for like the next few months, she just kept mentioning like, I was always talking about like, oh, like, no, I don't do anything inappropriate. And she'd be like, oh, but you have people's hands on your boobs. And I'm like, okay, we need to stop. I don't do this on a regular, okay? That was my first
one time, Mom. It was one time.
First time, and you caught me like where? I don't know where she was, but she must have drove like home or something and saw me. Imagine just like and you just see some.
Bro, I am so paranoid, right? Since that moment, I look at every fucking car's license plate. I don't like as a grown 26-year-old man now. Like I don't care. I'll just keep looking everywhere. Like, oh, that car looks similar to my dad's. Is it them? No, I'm safe.
No, I get that. I remember this isn't really an inappropriate thing, but this is another time where I found like saw my mom going home when I shouldn't have. Like in London, obviously you have like the trains like TfL, and you can obviously you have to beep the card to get in and out, but some stations don't have barriers, so you can actually jump the trains, like not actually beep and pay for it. I'm not condoning it, but I'm not condoning it, but like everyone who's in secondary school is like doing it at some point. But I remember like always telling my mom like I'm always paying like paying for the train. She would even give me money to pay for the train that obviously went to chicken and chips after school. But it was like so I'm like jumping the train, and I remember like when I come off the train, I like walk past like the things that you need to tap, and my mom was on the same train as me, and I didn't know. So she was behind me. She's like, "You forgot to tap," and I saw her, and I was like, "Oh yeah," and I had to tap my card, and I literally just took money for no reason because I saw her. Like I just tried to jump the train, and she was like, "You forgot to tap your card." I was like, "Yeah, I did." And I tapped it, and just wasted money for that. That's not really an inappropriate story, but it was just a situation where I saw my mom when I shouldn't have, and I was like, "Oh." And then I think then later on she realized that I was always like jumping trains.
I mean, or wasn't jumping trains because we don't endorse that.
Yeah, no, I was never doing that. That day was just like, what?
You're a responsible woman that you would never do that.
Criminal.
I don't know what it's like. Well, can you actually bump the bus in London?
You can.
No, what you
I've
do
done
is
it a
you
few
get on and
times.
be like, yo, bro, boss, bro, I'm so sorry, I just forgot my, bro, I swear to God, bro, please, man, I just need to get there.
Every single time they just let them on.
Yeah.
Half the time, you know how like some of the buses, they've got like the middle bit that opens up to let people out, and then the front is to let people in. Some people just get on at the jumping out part.
Yeah, yeah.
They're just.
Yeah. It was that, or like after school, obviously you have hella kids like by the bus stop. So when the bus comes, all of us are like trying to beep our cards. So when you have so many, he doesn't see that some of them like slip through. Obviously, if you make it too obvious, like then he's gonna be like, come back. But sometimes you just be there like. And then some people we also had like a phone app that made the beeping noise.
Yes.
Some of us did that as well. Like, yeah, we'll try. Sometimes we didn't have money.
Oh, type shit. I get that. In Brom, there's like the scanning app. Like there's an app now that you have to use.
Yeah.
Right? But before that, well, actually, just as that got like released, there was fake ones that you didn't have to scan. So it just pretended to be the whole like app.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to scan the QR code. You could just present it and they would be like, oh, it's moving. Okay, it's real.
Yeah.
Before that, kids used to flash like I didn't do it. I was a good Christian boy. Yeah, good Christian child. Minecraft server and all that. Flash like just paper. Like it could have nothing on it, just paper, and just run on the bus.
Oh.
And then the bus driver would be like, "Yo, come back," or they would just let you off or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to know what it's like because obviously I've seen that from a Brom perspective, but not really from a London perspective.
No, I remember I used to jump the train, like the train to school, and then these are like I said, like these are the trains that don't have barriers, so you can literally just get on the train. But then you have to be worried about in case there's inspectors on the train. And I remember I was like about to be late to school, so like when I get out of this train, I have to run to school pretty much, and I make it on time. Tell me why I'm one stop away, and this stop is like each stop is so close to each other. Like this is a DLR, so it's like. That's the type of train line, and it's all close to each other. Like each stop is like 2 minutes by train, right? But then, oh no, not even. It's probably less, like 30 seconds. I don't know why I'm exaggerating. It's like 30 seconds. Like each stop is so quick. So then the last stop, which is a stop to like where my school is, it's like a good 2 minutes, like a little bit longer. Tell me why, like on that part, when I arrived to the station before it, I see an inspector coming by. I had to get off because I didn't want to get in trouble. Because the one before that, I also got fined. Because I got caught. But anyway.
Oh no.
So when I saw him, I was like, please, I have no money. So I literally had to get off, get on the bus to school, and it took me, and it's like so close, but that was around rush hour, so it was so much traffic.
Oh my God.
Like rush hour, like to work kind of thing. Tell me why I got to school, I think it was like an hour late, and I'm not even that far from school. I was like an hour late because I bumped the trains. Like for a week after that, I had to keep paying for the trains. I was so upset, even though that's what he's supposed to do. But
I mean, yeah, you've never done that again, ever.
No. To be fair, when I was old, like when I when I got older though, I started getting more scared of being in trouble. Like I didn't want to be in trouble. So then my mom started bumping trains, and I was tapping my card. Like my mom started bumping trains. So then when I tapped my card, I remember her looking at me like, "You still tap your card?" And I looked at her like, "Criminal."
Chief, that right there, Mr. Officer, is that one.
I looked at her like, and it reminds me of the time when I used to, like, she made me tap it when she was walking. So I was like, how I don't know the saying, how the shoes
tables have turned.
Yep, that one.